Yo, what's up everybody? It's Dr. Juan, and we're back with another video. Thinking about going electric or already own an EV? There's a learning curve, right? Today, we're diving deep into 15 things you should never do in your electric car. Some of these could cost you big time. We're talking battery life, charging habits, maintenance myths, the works. Stick around to the end for a bonus tip, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more smart car advice. Alright, first up, let's talk about your EV's heart and soul, the battery. Just like you wouldn't skip your annual checkup, your EV battery needs some TLC too. We're talking regular checks, folks. Think of it like keeping your phone's software updated. Those updates often come with battery optimization tweaks. Same goes for your EV. Manufacturers are constantly refining the software that manages your battery's performance. Ignoring these updates could mean missing out on crucial improvements in range, efficiency, even charging speed. And trust me, you don't want to be that person stuck with a slow-charging EV in a crowded charging station. Now, let's talk fast charging. It's super convenient, right? Especially when you're in a pinch. But just like you wouldn't want to live on fast food every day, your EV battery doesn't want to be fast-charged constantly. Think of it this way. Fast charging generates more heat, and over time, excessive heat can degrade your battery's lifespan. It's like running your phone at max brightness all the time. It'll drain the battery faster in the long run. Now, I'm not saying never use fast charging. Just be mindful. Treat it as a convenience, not a daily routine. For everyday charging, stick to slower, level 2 chargers whenever you can. Your battery will thank you. Never, and I mean never, let your EV battery completely drain to 0%. You might have heard this called deep discharging, and trust me, it's a battery's worst nightmare. Think of your battery like a muscle. If you constantly push it to complete exhaustion, it weakens over time. Deep discharges put a lot of stress on your EV battery, and over time, this can lead to permanent capacity loss. That means your EV won't go as far on a single charge, and nobody wants range anxiety, right? Okay, so you know how I said don't let your battery hit 0%? Well, there's a flip side to that coin. Charging to 100% all the time isn't ideal either. I know it's tempting to max it out. But for most EVs, keeping it between 80 to 90% is actually healthier for the battery in the long run. Think of it like filling a glass of water. You leave a little bit of space at the top, right? Same idea here. Constantly topping off at 100% can put extra stress on the battery, kind of like overinflating a tire. It can lead to faster degradation over time. Alright, let's talk chargers. It might seem simple, but using the right charger for your EV is crucial. And I'm not just talking about finding an outlet that fits. Different EVs have different charging capacities and voltage requirements. Using a charger that's not designed for your specific EV is like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. It can lead to overheating, damage to the charging port, or even pose a fire hazard. Always, and I mean always, use the manufacturer-approved charger that came with your EV or one that's been certified compatible. Don't risk your safety or your car's well-being by skimping on a cheap, incompatible charger. Now you might be thinking, tires? What do tires have to do with my electric car? Well, here's the thing. EVs are generally heavier than their gas-powered counterparts because of those big old batteries. That extra weight means more stress on your tires. And worn-out tires can negatively impact your EV's range and efficiency. Make sure you're checking your tire pressure regularly and getting those tires rotated according to the manufacturer's recommendations. Oh, and one more thing. EVs can be surprisingly quick off the line. That instant torque is awesome, but it can also wear down your tires faster if you're not careful. So ease off the accelerator a bit, especially when taking off from a stop. Alright, for all my viewers in colder climates, this one's for you. Just like you bundle up in layers during the winter, your EV battery needs a little extra love when the temperature drops. Preconditioning your battery before you head out can make a world of difference in terms of range and performance. Most EVs have a preconditioning feature built into their app or infotainment system. It basically warms up the battery to its optimal operating temperature while it's still plugged in. This means you'll start your drive with a happier, more efficient battery, and you'll maximize your range even in the cold. Remember those software updates we talked about earlier? They're not just about battery optimization. Software updates are like free performance upgrades for your EV. Manufacturers are constantly working on improving their vehicles even after they've left the factory. Software updates can bring things like increased range, enhanced safety features, bug fixes, even cool new features you didn't have before. Think of it like getting a free performance tune-up, but instead of a mechanic, it's lines of code doing the work. So, next time you see that notification for an EV software update, don't ignore it. It might just make your driving experience even better. Okay, let's talk about weight. No, not yours, but your EV's. Just like carrying around extra weight can slow you down, overloading your EV can put a strain on the battery and reduce your range. Remember, those batteries are powerful, but they're not limitless. Every extra pound you pack into your EV means the battery has to work harder to get you moving. Now, I'm not saying you have to travel light all the time, but be mindful of what you're carrying, especially on longer trips. If you don't need it, leave it at home. Your battery will thank you for it. All right, let's talk fluids. Now, electric vehicles have far fewer fluids to worry about than gas-powered cars, which is honestly awesome. But when it comes to topping off those fluids, you can't just use any old thing you have lying around the garage. EVs have specialized systems that require specific types of fluids. Using the wrong coolant, brake fluid, or even windshield washer fluid can potentially damage those systems and lead to some pretty costly repairs. Always consult your owner's manual or a qualified EV technician to make sure you're using the right fluids for your specific make and model. Let's talk about one of the coolest EV features, regenerative braking. It captures energy when you brake and feeds it back to the battery, giving you a little boost. Most EVs let you adjust how strong this effect is. Try different settings to see what feels best for you. You might be surprised how much it can improve your drive and range. All right, let's talk road trips. One of the biggest adjustments for new EV owners is planning your routes around charging stops. Unlike gas stations, which are, pretty much everywhere, charging stations can be a bit more spread out, especially on longer drives. Before you hit the road, map out your route and locate charging stations along the way. There are tons of great apps and websites that can help you with this. And always have a backup plan in case a charger is out of order or occupied. A little planning goes a long way in preventing range anxiety and making sure you have a smooth and enjoyable road trip. This might seem obvious, but many people forget. Don't leave your EV unplugged for long periods. Even when parked, your EV's battery slowly loses charge. This is called vampire drain. It's normal, but if left unplugged for weeks, your battery could deeply discharge. So, whenever possible, keep your EV plugged in to maintain battery health and avoid surprises. All right, this next one is super important. EVs are complex machines with high voltage systems that can be extremely dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Unlike working on a gas-powered car, where you might be able to tackle some basic repairs yourself, messing around with an EV's electrical system is a huge no-no unless you're a trained and certified technician. Those orange cables you see under the hood? Yeah, those carry enough juice to seriously hurt or even kill you if you're not careful. So, unless you have the proper training and equipment, leave any EV repairs to the professionals. It's just not worth risking your safety or potentially causing further damage to your car. And finally, even though EVs require less maintenance than gas-powered cars, it doesn't mean they're maintenance-free. Just like you'd take your phone in for a checkup if something was wrong, your EV needs regular service checks too. Things like brakes, tires, suspension components, and all those onboard electronics still need to be inspected and maintained to ensure your EV is running smoothly and safely. Make sure to consult your owner's manual for the recommended service intervals for your specific make and model, and find a qualified EV technician or dealership service center to handle the job. Trust me, a little preventative maintenance goes a long way in preventing costly repairs down the road. So there you have it, folks. 15 electric car mistakes to avoid at all costs. If you found these tips helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more EV insights. Owning an EV is an awesome experience, and by avoiding these common mistakes, you'll keep your electric ride running smoothly for years to come. And as promised, here's a bonus tip. Always check for software recalls. Manufacturers often release important fixes you don't want to miss. Drive safe, stay charged, and see you in the next video.